Hello dear friends, welcome back to my channel NB Biology Tutorial. I am Professor Namrata Burate. Today we are going to start the next topic, that's animal kingdom. In that we will see the criteria used for animal classification. It also says as the grades of organization or levels of classification. So the first phenomena we see, what is an animal? The animals are the multicellular, means consist of the many cells, and heterotrophic organisms, means depends on another organisms for the food, without cell wall and the chlorophyll pigments. The criteria used for animal classification or the grades of organization, the first criteria, it's a level of organization. Second one, it's a body symmetry. Third one, it's a germinal layer, that also says as the embryonic layer. Next one is the coelom, that's a body cavity, and the metamerism, it's a fifth phenomena, that also says as the segmentation. And the last sixth one is the notochord. So, in the first phenomena, that is the first grade of organization or the first criteria used for animal classification, that is level of organization. Based on organization of a cells, animals are grouped into 4 levels. First level is a cellular level of organization, means the organism consists of only a cell. Second one is a tissue level organization, means the organism consists of tissues. And the third one is a organ level organization. The fourth one is a organ system organization. As the grades of organization, we see in details. The first one is a cellular level of organization, means the cell are arranged as loose cell aggregates. Means these organisms, it consists of only a cells. It is observed in case of the porifera. The second one, it's a tissue level organization, means the cell are arranged into tissues. Means these organisms, it consists of the tissues. It is observed in case of the cnidaria as well as it is observed in case of the ctenophores. The third one, it's a organ level of organization, that is the tissues are arranged into organs. It is observed in case of the higher animals like the platyhelminthes to chordates. The next one is the organ system level of organization, that is organs are associated to each other and there is a formation of an organ system. Each system performs the physiological functions and it is observed in case of the higher animals. Next phenomena we see in the level of organization, the organ system of different animals shows the complexity. The first one phenomena we see, that's the digestive system. Digestive system, it's a two type of system. First one is a incomplete and the second one is a complete. What is a incomplete form of digestive system? That is, there is a presence of a single opening. It is observed in case of hydra. There is a presence of single opening. It is observed in case of the platyhelminthes members. That is, this single opening, it is function as a mouth as well as it is function as the anus. Means it is observed in the phylums like the cnidaria as well as the platyhelminthes. Second form of the digestive system, that's a complete digestive system. It has a two separate opening. First one is a mouth and the second one is a anus. So this digestive system is a complete digestive system. The circulatory system, it is also of the two types. First one is a open type of circulatory system and the second one is a closed type of circulatory system. This closed type of circulatory system means there is a presence of the blood vessels and in the open type of circulatory system there is a absence of the blood vessels. The second grade of organization, that is says as the symmetry. It is the arrangement of similar body parts on two sides. So this one is a one side and this one is the another side. The similar body part is there. The similar body part is there. The arrangement of similar body parts on the two sides of main axis of the body. Based on symmetry, the animals are of the two types. First one is the asymmetrical and the second one is the symmetrical. In asymmetrical, the body cannot be divided into two similar parts. So you can see here, the body cannot be divided it into the two similar parts. One part is the smaller and the another one is the larger part. So that says as the asymmetrical. It is observed in case of the many poriferans as well as the snails. Second one is the symmetrical. The body can be divided it into the two similar parts. So you can see here, the body can be divided it into the two similar parts on two sides. That's the right and the left side of the main axis. That way it is called as the symmetrical. The symmetry, it is of the two types. First one is a radial symmetry and the second one is a bilateral symmetry. What's a radial symmetry? The body can be divided into two equal halves by any vertical plane along with the central axis. So, along with the central axis of the body. When this organism we consider, and this organism can be divided in any plane of division by considering a central axis, it always shows the equal parts. It always shows the equal part. That to form of the symmetry, it says as the radial symmetry. It is observed in case of the poriferians, cnidaria as well as the ctenophores and the echinoderms. The second form of symmetry, that says as a bilateral symmetry. The body can be divided into right and the left in only one plane. In only one plane, this word is very important. When this animal it is cut in this way, so it cannot show the two similar parts. But when this animal it is cut in a one plane of division, so it always shows the two equal sides as well as, and these two equal halves contains the same part. So it is called as the bilateral symmetry. It is observed in case of the platyhelminthes, two chordata except the adult echinodermata. Next form of the organism, that's this organism, it shows the radial symmetry. As this, the body can be divided into two equal halves, two equal parts by any plane of division by considering a central axis. So when this animal it is cut in any plane of division, it shows the two equal parts. The second one is a bilateral symmetry. The body can be divided in a one vertical plane of division. It shows the two equal parts, that's the right and the left. Both the halves are similar. So that way it is called as the bilateral symmetry. It is observed in the platyhelminthes two chordata. The next phenomena we see, that is this, the body of these animals, it shows a bilateral symmetry because it has the upper side, that is the dorsal side. This one is a dorsal side, this lower side it's a ventral side. And when this animal it is cut in a one plane of division, it shows the right side and the left side. That's the right and the left lateral sides is there. There is a presence of anterior mouth and the posterior tail portion is there, anal side is there. So this animal it also shows the bilateral symmetry. Third, grades of organization, that is says as the germinal layer. These are the layer of embryos. When the embryo it is start, which is developed from the zygote. The zygote undergoes the various stages of development, that is a cleavage, morula, blastula, gastrula. And at the end of gastrulation, there is a formation of the three germ layer. That's a ectoderm, mesoderm, and the endoderm. These three layers it called as the germinal layers. Based on the number of the germ layer, the animals are of the two types. First one it's a diploblastic and the second one it's a triploblastic. Diplo means there is a presence of the 2 germ layer, and the triploblastic means there is a presence of the 3 germ layer. So the 2 germ layer means there is a presence of the only the ectoderm and the endoderm. Means which layer is absent? Yes, there is a absence of the mesoderm. But in case of triploblastic, there is a presence of the 3 germ layer. First one is ectoderm, second one is mesoderm, and the third one is endoderm. Means the 3 germ layers is there, so it says as the triploblastic. So we study in detail. That's a diploblastic animal and the triploblastic animal. In diploblastic animal, there is a presence of the 2 germ layer, outer ectoderm and the inner endoderm. Between these layers, there is an undifferentiated jelly-like layer called as the mesocyle. It's present. It is observed in case of the Cnidaria as well as it is observed in case of the ctenophores. The second one, it's a triploblastic, means there is a presence of the 3 germ layer. First one is ectoderm, second one is a mesoderm, and the third one is a endoderm. So this one is endoderm, this one is mesoderm, and this one is a ectoderm. The 3 germs layer is there, so it is says as the triploblastic. It is observed in case of Platyhelminthes and 2 chordata. The next we see that's a grades of organization is the coelom. That's a fourth one is here. As it is a cavity lined by the mesoderm. The cavity lined by mesoderm. That's this cavity. It is present between the body wall. So this one is a body wall and this one is a gut wall. In between the gut wall and the body wall, there is a presence of the cavity. So this one is a cavity. And that cavity, it is called as the coelom or it called as the body cavity. Based on the nature of coelom, the animals are of the 2 types. First one is the acoelomate, means there is an absence of coelom. Next one is the pseudocoelomate, means there is a presence of the false. There is a presence of the false coelom. There is a presence of false coelom, and the third one, it's a coelomate, means there is a presence of the true body cavity. So we see in detail. The first one is the acoelomate. This acoelomate, it is also says as the absence of the coelom, means the space present between the body wall. So this one is a body wall and the digestive cavity, means the gut region. It is filled with the matrix. That's there is a presence of the parenchyma. It is observed in case of the porifera to Platyhelminthes. The second one is a pseudocoelomate. What's a pseudo? Pseudo it says as the false one. Means the body cavity is not lined by mesoderm. The mesoderm is scattered pouches as it is observed. So this one is the scattered form of the mesoderm. So it says as the pseudocoelom. It is observed in case of the Eschelminthes. Third one, it is the coelomate. That is says as the true coelom. Means a true body cavity present between the body wall and the gut region, between the digestive system. Here the coelom, it arises from the mesoderm region. The coelom is lined by the peritoneal layer and filled with the coelomic fluid. It is observed in Annelida to chordata. As in the coelom, so you can see here there is this organism. It shows the presence of it shows the absence of the coelom, means that it says as the acoelomate. The space present between the body wall. So this one is a body wall and this one is a digestive tract. The space it is filled with the matrix, that's a parenchyma. The second one is the pseudocoelomate, means there is this body cavity. It is not lined by the mesoderm. there is a presence of this mesoderm, and this mesoderm, it is present in the form of the scattered pouch. It's observed in the Eschelminthes. And the third one is the coelomate. Means there is a presence of the true body cavity which is arise from the mesoderm region. This cavity, it is filled with the fluid, and that fluid it says as the coelomic fluid. It is observed in Annelida to chordata. So what's a function performed by the coelom? That's a body cavity. It accommodates the visceral organs. Visceral organs means the stomach, liver, then the small intestine, large intestine, then the esophagus. All these organs, visceral organs which is present, lungs, heart, all these visceral organs, it is accommodates. It accommodates the visceral organ. The coelomic fluid which is present in the body cavity. So it plays a very important role, that is it reduces the friction between the visceral organs. And the third important function which is work out, that is it acts as a shock absorber. The next one we see, that's a metamerism. What's a metamerism? It is the phenomenon in which the body or organs externally as well as internally divided into repeated segments. That is says as the metamerism. So you can see here there is a presence of the segment, and this segment it says as the metamers. It is observed in the Annelida. So this organism it says as the earthworm, and in the earthworm this segmentation it's a very clearly internally as well as the externally. So that it says as the metamerism. It is also observed in case of the arthropodas. The next one, it's a last sixth one is the notochord. What's a notochord? It is the next or the last grades of organization. It's a notochord. It is a mesodermally derived supporting rod from on the dorsal side. It is the dorsal side of the embryo, and on the dorsal side there is a presence of the nerve cord. This one is also the dorsal side, and on the dorsal side there is a presence of the nerve cord, and this dorsal side forms a nerve cord during the embryonic development. Some of the animals, it's having the notochord, it's having the nerve cord, so it is called as the chordate. But in some of the animal there is absence of the notochord, so it is called as the non-chordates. Afterward we see the summary of all these criteria used for animal classification or the grades of organization. As in the phylum, first phylum is the Porifera. In the Porifera, the organisms which is present, it shows the cellular level of organization. Means this organism, it consists of only a cell. There is no germ layer distinguished. And the third one, it's a symmetry. The symmetry, it's a asymmetrical, means the body cannot divide it into the two similar halves, or sometimes it shows the radial symmetry. Coelom means there is a absence of the body cavity, that is says as the coelomate. The next one is the Cnidaria and the Ctenophora. In this both these two, there is a first one is a level of organization, that is this organism consists of tissues. This organism shows the diploblastic germ layer, means the two germ layer, ectoderm and the endoderm. The organism can be divided in the any plane of division, so it says as the radial. And there is a absence of the body cavity, so it's a coelomate. Next one is a platyhelminthes. There is a presence of the organ system is there. The animals are the triploblastic, means there is a presence of the three germ layer, that's a ectoderm, mesoderm and the endoderm. It shows a bilateral symmetry, means the two similar identical halves, and both these two sides contains the similar body parts. And the coelomate means there is absence of the body cavity. Next one is the Eschelminthes. What's the Eschelminthes? That's the Their level of organization means there is a presence of organ system. These organisms are the triploblastic means it consists of the three germ layer. It shows the three germ layers. It shows a bilateral symmetry means the two similar halves, two identical halves is there. And the coelom, it's a pseudocoelom, it means there is a presence of the false body cavity. Afterward, in case of Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca, Echinodermata, Hemichordata, and the Chordata, there is a presence of organ system, and these organisms are the triploblastic, means the three germ layer. There is a presence of bilateral symmetry, and the last one is there is a presence of the true coelom. So it's a coelomate. Hope so. You understood it. Thanks for watching my video. Stay tuned to my channel. Thank you.